When Realme Philippines introduced the new Realme 11 Pro and Pro Plus earlier this year, we were very impressed by those phones. Specifically, the Realme 11 Pro Plus stood out given its very great capabilities and price point. Despite that, one phone was still missing from the lineup, the entry-level Realme 11. Now, it's finally here. And for those of you wondering, no, it doesn't look like the Realme 11 Pro and the 11 Pro Plus with the large circular camera housing in the center. As you can see, this one looks quite different. On paper, the Realme 11 might be down on specs as compared to the 11 Pro and Pro Plus. However, this one is a lot more affordable than the other two, making it a lot lighter on the wallet and possibly a choice for budget-conscious buyers. What's up guys, it's Ayer from YugaTech, and today we'll be checking out the all-new Realme 11. More importantly, we'll be seeing if it's a phone you should consider buying. Given the great reviews we had of the Realme 11 Pro and Pro Plus, we have very high expectations for this entry-level Realme 11. So, roll that OBB, let's get started. So first, we have to talk about the design of the Realme 11. We've gotten used to the design of the Realme 11 Pro and Pro Plus, which features the large circular camera housing at the center. Unlike the more powerful variants, the base model Realme 11's camera housing is located here on the upper corner of the back panel. I'm not really sure why Realme changed the design of this phone from the 11 Pro and Pro Plus. Nonetheless, it looks great. As you would expect, the back panel is made out of plastic and it features a matte finish. Because of this, you don't really leave any nasty fingerprints behind, making it great to use without the provided rubber case. Also, it looks great in this black colorway. Like the back panel, the frame also made out of plastic. And on the right side, you'll find the volume rocker along with the power button which doubles as a fingerprint scanner. At the bottom, you get the loudspeaker, a USB-C port, and a 3.5mm audio jack which happens to be missing on the 11 Pro and Pro Plus. To round things up, you get the dual SIM card slot along with the micro SD card slot on the upper left. Coming from the Realme 11 Pro and Pro Plus, the base Realme 11 doesn't have the same premium feel I expected it to have. However, it still feels very solid and it doesn't feel quite cheap as my thoughts were. It has a good weight to it and the buttons have a nice tactile feel. Moving to the display, you get a large 6.43-inch AMOLED screen. The Realme 11 does have rather thick borders, especially at the bottom, but in this black color, you don't really notice it too much. Since it is AMOLED, the colors are really great out the box. It's definitely not as vibrant as the 11 Pro and 11 Pro Plus, but they're still nice for watching videos and checking out the photos you took, which we'll discuss more later. However, the display only has a maximum refresh rate of 90Hz, which might disappoint some users who want to game on this phone. Thankfully, it is quite bright, making it easy to use even under direct sunlight with a maximum of 1000 nits. Not to mention, this display is quite tough, protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 5. But as always, try not to drop your phone, of course. As mentioned earlier, you do get one downward firing loudspeaker and it's only one, so it's mono. It's not that great if I'm being honest, but thankfully there is a 3.5mm audio jack that you can use, or you can always use Bluetooth. It is worth mentioning that the loudspeaker is loud though. Just be sure not to accidentally cover it when you're holding it to watch videos like this. The Philippine version of the Realme 11 is powered by a MediaTek Helio G99 processor with a Mali G57 GPU. Our review unit also comes with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage, with RAM being expandable by another 8GB. The storage is a bit lacking for my liking, but thankfully it can be expanded further by a micro SD card slot. While the MediaTek Helio G99 chipset isn't the most powerful one out there, it suits the Realme 11 for, day-to-day use. There wasn't any lag or slowing down when I used this phone to watch videos and scroll through social media and even do my daily tasks, even if I left apps running in the background. Now, for the gamers, you can expect the Realme 11 to run Mobile Legends or Asphalt 9 with ease. The light games, no problem. It can even run Genshin Impact, but I did have to tone down the settings in order to improve the gameplay. Now, one thing I did notice is that this phone tends to run hot when you're gaming over a long period of time. But hey, it's more than enough if you can just do your dailies in Genshin, right? To give you a better idea of how this phone performs, we'll flash the benchmark scores right here. One thing I didn't like about the Realme 11 is the amount of bloatware that comes pre-installed with the phone. There's a lot, and honestly, they can be quite annoying. That's because you have to manually uninstall all of the apps just to declutter your brand new phone. This smartphone also runs on Realme UI 4.0 based on Android 13, and overall it's quite decent apart from the bloatware. Now, one of the main highlights of the Realme 11 Pro and the Pro Plus are the cameras. So, it's not surprising that the camera on the Realme 11 is also very decent. It's not as capable as the Realme 11 Pro Plus with the 200 megapixel main shooter, but it's still really good. The dual rear camera features a 108 megapixel main shooter paired with a 2 megapixel depth sensor. For selfies, you do get a 16 megapixel front camera. In the day or when you're in perfect lighting conditions, the photos come out really nice. They're sharp and they're also very vivid. Personally, I didn't even need to edit them after shooting. Even if you use 3x zoom, you still get decent photos which are relatively sharp. What really surprised me was the image quality at night. Just take a look at these photos. These were taken using just the regular photo mode, not night mode. There's very little grain and you can make out the details in the background as you can see in this photo. However, I did notice that the photo quality does go down when you use 3x zoom or more when shooting at night. But that should be a given. With that being said, you can't go wrong with using the Realme 11 to capture memories wherever you go and in whatever conditions. As for the front camera, it's the same as what you would expect from the rear. You can take really great selfie photos provided there's enough lighting. Like the photos, the videos taken by the smartphone are also great during the day when there's enough lighting. However, the quality does go down once it's dark since you'll start seeing more grain. At the same time, the subject may not be as sharp anymore along with the background. For reference, the Realme 11 can record at a maximum of 1080p at 30 fps for both the front and rear cameras. To give you a better idea, check out some of the sample videos we took right here. In terms of battery life, the Realme 11 comes with a standard 5000 mAh unit. It lasts a relatively long time, enough for an entire day of use. However, it does drain relatively fast when the phone starts heating up after gaming for quite some time, so do keep that in mind. Based on our battery loop test, the Realme 11 was able to last approximately 14 hours and 30 minutes, which are relatively decent numbers. When you do need to recharge the phone, it won't take too long either. The Realme 11 comes with 67-watt fast charging, which, according to Realme, can recharge the phone to 50% in just 17 minutes. That's, of course, assuming you use the provided cable and brick. Now, you might be wondering, how much is the Realme 11? Well, there's only one variant available at launch, the 8GB with 256GB variant, and it retails for 13,999 pesos. It's a bit more expensive than the Realme 10, but if you pre-order now, you can even get various discounts of up to 2,000 pesos depending on which online store you ordered them from. To give you a better idea, we've compiled them all in this list. Not into online shopping? Well, you can also pre-order this phone from Realme physical stores, which can allow you to get freebies such as a TechLife branded air fryer, power blender, humidifier, and even an electric kettle. That's about it. Is the Realme 11 a budget version of the more powerful 11 Pro and the 11 Pro Plus? Personally, it's both a yes and a no. It's yes in a sense that you have a really great camera that works in almost any lighting condition. However, that's about where the similarity ends. At the end of the day, you have a less powerful chipset and less performance with this Realme 11 base model. Not to mention, you also don't get 5G. If you do have the budget though, I would definitely recommend going for the Realme 11 Pro or Pro Plus just because of what they have to offer. But if your wallet's a little bit tight and you just want a phone that can capture great images at an affordable price, you can't go wrong with the Realme 11. But what do you think of the Realme 11? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video or found it informative, do give us a like and subscribe to our channel to watch more. Don't forget to click that bell icon to be notified of future uploads. Also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and visit yugatech.com to stay updated for the latest tech news and reviews. Once again, this has been Jose, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.